Oh, the clocks on the wall, they're telling us that it's queer edge time again. It's kind of sad, isn't it, in a way? But it's not, in a way. I'm Jackie Jett, and all I ask of you is for your tired, for your poor, for your huddled masses yearning and yearning and yearning and yearning to be me.
It's your reality.
I will tell you a little story. When I was just a little bitty Jetster growing up in the butthole of the Bible Belt with a very, very religious family, I got to tell you, I was hassled at school on a daily basis. Hard to believe, yeah. I was telling you, you're a pothead. You're a fag. You're a faggy pothead. It's true. And I would go up to these mouth breathers and I would say, sticks and stones may break my bones, but facts will never hurt me. And so then they added the sticks and stones part, and that really did hurt. But my parents, Benny and Dee, always told me, Jack, when you're getting hit upside the head, just walk away. Just walk away. And so after they told me that, I would turn to walk away, and they would hit me upside the back of my head. So I decided to take it a step further, one step further, and I started moonwalking away. Yeah, that's the trick. Yeah, you see, folks, Jackie boy is smart. Moonwalking away allowed me to keep my eyes on the spitballs and the cooking implements coming to my head. Yeah, and this seemed to work. Up to the point that I started living in an overcrowded hellhole that they called high school. High school is where I blossomed. And by blossoming, I mean I got tall. Now you might think that it changed things, that my after-school Lifetime TV special of a life ended on a happy note because I got tall. But really what it did was it just gave those knuckle draggers a better shot at my head. So here's what to do. And I'm going to share it with you now because there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of young people who look up to me as a role model.
What are you doing right now?
Sad is that. Yeah. I say don't walk away. I say don't walk away. Never walk away. Don't even proudly walk away like Billy Jack.
Make it up.
I say this. I say run like freaking hell and never look back. Yeah, that's the answer. No sticks and stones on the show tonight. Just the facts, Jack. Yeah? Our guest star never, ever, ever, ever looks back. Sandra Bernhard is a comedian and a superstar, and she does her very own grocery shopping. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Rob Williams never grocery shops, but he does serve up some news from the Edge. J.P. Connolly is a comedian who just returned from a USO tour of Iraq. Yeah, he's got news from the front line. Front line. I like saying that. Dot James is here. She's an actress and a world champion arm wrestler. Yeah. And we also have a guest tonight who's one tough rocker chick, Jessie Deluxe. I wish I was a tough rocker chick. Maybe in my next life. Anyway, the Barbarellas are tough and pretty, and they're going to shake their lumps and bumps for you. We have a mantra. We have a mantra here at the Queer Edge, and it goes a little bit like this. If it ain't broke, break it! That's right, because we Queer Edgers, we are a go. Hey, welcome to the Queer Edge. I'm just getting some paperwork in order here. This day is one of the 5 days of the week. Yeah, today is one of the 5 days of Friday. They're telling me Friday. Really, I've got to really start checking on the type of acid that I'm taking on a nightly basis that you're giving me. So, but we don't want to waste any time. From Broadway to the Queer Edge, this chick has lasted yet another week on our Queer Ass show. She's back again, and we are tickled pink. Pink? Did that say pink? Please welcome the pink Sandra Bernhard. How are you, honey?
I was inspired to wear red today because my neighbor, Marcia, who used to be the still photographer for Clint Eastwood, who is possibly one of the most frightening Wiccans in North Hollywood, I noticed when I was sitting in my couch in my living room that she had her door painted red, and Jackie, who does my makeup, said, it's good feng shui for money, and I thought, it's not working for Marcia. So I thought, in honor of the Chinese New Year, which is approaching, I would wear my Lucky, now, and I don't mean Lucky like good luck, from Lucky jeans, who've been turning me out, although I did buy this before they gave me things for free.
What does your t-shirt say?
Oh, and that's also from Lucky. Bob Dylan, Dylan man.
Yeah, now I want
Once upon a time, you looked so fine in your prime, and you lost your mind, didn't you? You walked down the block, and then you got into a shock, and you know, man, I really didn't too. All time was a parking lot. Could not get, and oh dear Lord, you know I had to stop, and you know your luck ran out, and then you wore a spinning top, and then you found, oh, it was invisible to conceal. How does it feel, Jackie? Tell me.
How does it feel?
How does it feel?
Mighty good, Miss Sandy.
Tell me on your own.
Oh, yeah, like a what?
Like a
Rolling Stone.
A complete unknown. Honey, if this isn't Friday, you tell me what it is.
Yeah. And let me just add this. Take that and put it in your little vagina, Miss Eve Ensler. And see how we feel about it.
And by the way, it's Dot Jones.
Oh,
You
what
said
did I
Dot
call her?
James.
It's
Just not Jesse James.
I was so afraid of calling her .com. That was my whole thing. I kept thinking, I'm going to call her .com. And once I get a mental block on someone's name, you know, I'm just.
I'm gonna bring a little wrench tomorrow. Take these rings off and make them into nose rings that I'll wear at different times during the week.
What is
I'm
ring?
too cheap to buy my own rainbow rings.
Is that? Oh, that's a rainbow ring.
Oh, rainbow
You know,
ring.
can someone tell me
Yay, identified rainbow.
how did the rainbow thing get started?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Is that really how it got started?
Birds fly. I'm a faggot.
And is that the reason it got started? Though was somewhere over the rainbow?
I think so. I think Judy being, you know,
And so
the
then
neurotic, pathetic, broken sparrow of a human being that all
Right.
fags love. Oh,
we love.
please, self-destruct. We love
Please,
you.
do some more speed. Do more speed and sing that song
Be a sad,
again.
broken little flower so we can, like, mock you and say, look at you! We made you, now I destroy you!
Judy, fuck that song up some more for the last time. Can you please do that?
That's where somewhere over
See,
close
my
up
whole thought was
the
always
rainbow
this, Sandra. I
rainbow.
thought it was just some queen with some leftover fabric from Hancock Fabrics that was just like sewing a
From
thing
Diamond
together.
Fabrics
and then was
on
going,
La
oh, well,
Brea.
that's a fabulous color. I'll sew
I
that
like
one
the
to this one.
sounds of the rings. They're so evocative.
It makes you gay.
Oh,
It makes you
ooh,
gay.
it makes me want to dance and shout and
sing
grab
it.
Laura Bush and tongue kiss her. It makes me want to grab Jenna Bush and give her an abortion. Wait. She is an abortion.
Yes, can we...
Listen, say it loud. Baby, don't think, oh honey, and the New York Times yesterday, those little bright, shiny, white Disney faces all marching in Washington, D.C. You know, what was it, Save a Life, March a Life?
Yes.
March for Life. Ready to go walk right down, you know, Main Street in Disneyland. We will have our babies. We will. I was like, March for Life over to Africa and go save a starving AIDS baby. You little phony bitches. Don't you fucking bring another baby in this little fucking bitch. I'll kill you.
And now it's some news from the US.
Well, try and follow that, huh? Brilliant. Hello and welcome to the news. Miss Oklahoma won the Miss America pageant over the weekend. She said that she would like to use her reign as beauty queen to petition the World Bank to change its restrictive policies involving the debt allocation of insolvent third world countries. Or failing that, she'd like to bang Justin Timberlake. The bottlenose whale that was trapped in the River Thames perished as rescue workers tried to lead it back out to sea. Yes, awe. The always pragmatic Brits lamented the mammal's passing by drinking beer and eating some whale and chips. They didn't really eat the whale. They did drink beer, but they didn't eat the whale, don't worry. We will soon be getting advertisements on our cell phones, which will seal the deal and make cell phones the most irritating things in the entire world. Runners-up for most irritating things include jackhammers and Tom Cruise. America launched a rocket to Pluto. NASA said the $700 million spaceship ran on a fuel combination of metallics, polymer binders, and money that could have been used for school lunches. Not everybody on board with that one. Oklahoma City bomber Michael Fortier was released from prison this last week. As part of his parole, he is expected to stay away from places where violent, extreme white males congregate. When asked to clarify, his parole officer said that basically meant Radio Shack. If any of you people watching live in Oklahoma City and drive a big old SUV and you happen to see this baby killer Michael Fortier crossing the road, just remember, accidents happen. Yes, I'm advocating murder. In this season of awards ceremonies, a show like ours can get overlooked. So we would like to now give an award right now for the worst news story from last week. Yeah! Okay, the nominees are a joke that used Grover Cleveland's mustache as a punchline. Huh? Got nothing. A joke that made a vague connection to the Chocolate City comment? 0. The stem cell breakfast cereal Cocoa Stems? Flatlined them. And the Walmart dental plan? Nothing but crickets. And the winner is, let's see, it's David DeAngelis and Cocoa Stems! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! This is great. I'd like to thank my agent, of course, for getting me this job on the Queer Edge, my wife and daughter for understanding that daddy has to have a lot of hot man-on-man sex to work at a gay network, and of course, Robbie Williams for writing Cocoa Stems. Dude, it really wasn't funny, so half of this award is yours. Also my lawyer and my manager, and I'd also like to thank, oh, they're playing me off. I gotta go. Bye. I rule! Thanks a lot. I'm Rob Williams, back with more Jack and Sandra on the Queer Edge. Thank you.
Doesn't know how to mingle with the ladies. He's learning, but he looked a little awkward.
Shy Asian, culture.
Yeah, but
Wait a minute. Or is he Mexican?
No, he's.
I can't tell anymore.
I mean
that in the best way. It's like the world is merging, and it's such a beautiful thing. Mexicans and Asians all look alike to me.
Why can't he be Mexicasian?
Exactly.
And he's tall.
Or Chexican.
He's tall and handsome.
He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But, he could have come from anywhere. He could have come from Alaska down, from the...
Okay, now you have to come here and tell us right now.
From China
Where are
to
you
Alaska.
I'm from Philippine Islands.
Philippine
You
Islands.
see? There is a mixture of Latin and
right.
Asian.
And he's Imelda Marcos' son.
Laitian.
That's true. What have we got going on now? Look. Oh, here he is. Look at that camera.
Well, you see, you're more of like the traditional, like, Inca.
Look what a good looking...
Angry Inca.
Wait a second. Do we make a handsome couple or what? Hey, I feel so international now.
Who's here?
I'll see you later, honey, okay?
Hello.
Love,
Who's
love.
here?
I've never really noticed him, but I like him and
He's
love him.
adorable. Everybody here is adorable. Hello. We have got to introduce somebody. If only somebody.
Oh, you know what? My next guest and I have a few things in common. For example, he entertains our troops as part of the USO tours, and I entertain them in my bedroom. Please welcome the one, the only James P. Connolly! Yes!
Well, I got to tell you, I've been hanging out and watching the insanity of this place and the award you just gave out, so it gives me great pleasure to say I am truly excited to be here at the Queerage. I mean, when they told me that I was going to be on the Queerage, I'm like, finally, the Queerage. What the hell is that? But this could be a perfect fit because they just said my name, and I looked around the studio audience, and it didn't mean a damn thing to anybody either, so it's all right. Believe me, man, don't worry about it. It's all part of my master plan. Because I know a lot of comedians, they become famous. And what happens? The career they knew, effectively over. But a guy like me could do a lot of shows that nobody ever watches. I can do that crap for the rest of my life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And life is what you make it. It's not about what happens to you in life. It's how you spin it and present it back to yourself. And if you do it correctly, you can convince yourself of anything. I was at a wedding a few weeks ago. My buddy said, man, you got so drunk at that wedding, you passed out on the floor. I said, or I got hammered at that wedding, but I only fell once. You spin, you can win. That's what I'm preaching here today. You go to the bank, and the teller said, I'm sorry, there's insufficient funds. You say, well, then somebody's not doing their job, because I know you got money back there. Go ahead, try it at work. Your boss said you were 10 minutes late. You say, well, technically that's not true, because I wasn't trying to be on time. I use it every chance I get. If somebody comes up to me after show and says, man, I paid $15 to see you and I didn't laugh once. I say, well, today's your lucky day because usually I charge $25. And it works great with the cops. Let's say you get stopped and the policeman says, do you have any idea why I pulled you over? You say, yes, I do. But you have to figure that out all by yourself. And it's perfect for a date. Your date says, are you well endowed? You say, well, not right now. But when my grandmother dies, I could get $2,000. And it's perfect for relationships, too. The classic question, do I look fat in this dress? The new answer, of course not. But that is one big fat dress you got there. It's all in the spin, baby. It's all in the spin. Trust me, you learn to spin, everything can sound better. Like the homeless problem. It sounds so negative, doesn't it? But who could possibly feel sorry for the portable people? Oh, and they're fun, they're peppy, they're mobile, they're on the go. Believe me, you learn to spin, everything becomes negotiable. She says, I think I might be pregnant. You say, I think I might not have heard anything after the word think. Trying to say it's a frame of mind. Like, I like to look my best every day, but that's a lot of pressure to put on myself each and every day. Now, I could do the work, but instead, I replaced every mirror in my house, and I replaced them with pictures of attractive people. So no matter what I look like, no matter how crappy I feel, I roll out of bed, I look into my brand new mirror, and I go, damn, you are one good-looking black man. It's all in the spin. That's all I got to say about that.
Come on over here, guys. Thank you so much, Sandra
Pleasure to
Bernhard.
meet you. Pleasure.
Have a seat.
Where are you
That's-
from?
I'm actually from California.
Oh, well, you just affected a very unusual accent then.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
It's all in the spin.
you get
I like
enough
it, I like
beatings
it.
on the back of the head and change the throat box. Yeah.
You're just back from Iraq?
Was over there, and I'm not going to recommend Afghanistan in August. I was there too.
Okay.
Yeah, really, I was planning my whole summer there.
Yeah.
You should. If you have a crappy travel agent like me, you'll end up doing that too.
How did it come to you to do that, first of all?
I was doing a comedy festival in Boston, and they just approached me to do it.
Next stop,
and you know,
Iraq.
I'm saying, yeah.
Look, we're showing some shots.
That's what I call humping the hump. That's something
Now,
you
was
can
that
do.
your girlfriend that you had met over there?
You know, we are allowed to travel with one partner, and
Okay.
I brought the camera.
Can I just say, nice looking.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
very
would have
much.
gone for it.
How were the
A
kids?
milk
How
one.
were the kids over there? Were they happy to have you there?
You know, they love it. They're a big fan, and it's, you know, you want to make them happy because you're staring at a bunch of people carrying weapons, and you're just like, I hope this makes you smile because, they look at you like, hey, make me laugh, monkey. I'm in the war zone, so it really, they're happy
Can
to
you
see
give us
it.
a little more insight than that, though?
They got
What the
a...
hell is going on over
Yeah.
there?
No, you know
Did
what?
you get any vibe?
They are happy to see us. It's pretty, they can't believe you showed up, spend some time
They
with them.
can't believe they showed up, so why would they believe you showed up?
That's
I mean,
exactly
That's the bottom
it.
line.
Yeah.
They're like going, what the hell did I do?
What is your thought of that whole mess over there.
You know, it's a real tough situation, and they are just...
Oh, look, there's Camp Fallujah. When
We were there, we did a show, and we got...
Fallujah?
Fallujah, right
Doesn't that sound like something that you would hear from a hooker? Like, I ain't gonna do that, but for $25 I'll Fallujah. That's what every time I hear that, that's what I think.
Sounds like something you might pick up from a hooker, too. You pick up a case of Fallujah.
Yes.
So I'm getting the vibe you feel like that was a justified war, that we should be there.
No. I'm just saying they're there, and it's almost like, to me, it's like feeding the homeless. You know, they have a need, and you're there giving them something that they
Well
need.
said.
And it's not, to me, it's, if I could speak Iraqi, I'd probably go the other side and lighten up the load on that if I could too. But that's
Well
why,
said.
to me,
I like
it's,
it.
you know, they smile, and you see the little Nebraska farm boy sitting in there, and that's what makes you happy.
Yeah, that's what Sandra and I were just discussing is the fact that they're kids that chose to do this. They were like in their 20s. And when you're in your 20s, for the most part, most of us don't know really what we want to do at that point with our lives. And now they've ended up over there. And I'm just wondering what percentage of them are going, what the?
This is how I feel. I feel like if they had just drafted them, at least they go, well, it wasn't my choice.
Yes.
But they made it seem so appealing. And don't forget, pain is weakness leaving the body.
Yes,
That's
yes.
that's the Marines,
Whole theory.
Well, that's also the ad they have. And it's like, that's very appealing to a 19-year-old because they're in constant pain.
Do you find that it's hard now with all the negativity going on in the world, to write comedy? Because I know sometimes when I sit down to write, I'll see there's so much crap going on that I try to write something funny about it, and it's like I'm get more angry than I can get funny.
Well,
It's for me. It's like inside everybody. To me, there's still someone there to play with, and there's still the kid in the sandbox. And no matter what's going on, you could find that.
Right.
And to me, if you get in there and you make them smile, I mean, that's kind of what I.
Yeah. We got to say goodbye, but they keep flashing back. Can we show the photo of him and his camel lover one more time? Because
So that's going to be my legacy on this show. The man who loved the camel.
The man who loved the camel. And can you give us the camel's name? Because I think if you're going to have a relationship with one, you should at least know its name.
At Fallujah, actually, was the name of the camel. Yeah. So that.
Okay. There we go. There we go. John Connolly and his Fallujah.
we're going to be right back. Right after these commercial
We'll be right
breaks.
back after this. Stay tuned. We got more stuff coming up.
That's fun.
Inappropriate behavior.
mention that James P. Connolly has a CD, Pure Polyester, available on www.jamespconnolly.tv. He's a funny man. I don't laugh at many people.
Can I just say this? And a lot of the funds from the sale of this CD will go to his other half, the Camel. So,
Exactly. Q Television Network visited the Sundance Film Festival in Park City this past week. You know that. We went to all the parties, and we saw so many goodie bags. I mean, good new movies. Here's a report. Swag, swag, swag.
Honorees and nominees will be recognized.
At the Queer Lounge, the nominations party for the GLAAD Media Awards, the Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation. More than 100 nominees in 25 categories, everything from movies to TV shows, newspaper articles, and even comic books. Big surprise, Brokeback Mountain is up for Outstanding Film wide release with Capote, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Rent, and The Family Stone. In limited release, festival fare, including last year's Sundance darling, Transamerica. And on TV, Commander-in-Chief faces competition from The L Word, Queer as Folk, 6 Feet Under, and South of Nowhere. Our own Honey Labrador from Brunch announced the winners of the Planet Out Awards at their brunch. The grand prize winners, J.C. Oliva and Joe Brulitt, get 10 grand for their comedy, Sissy French Fry.
John Wooders is going to eat his heart out when he sees this fantastic comedy about a gay high school where they have a straight guy come in and he tries to change things, and the gay high school, the gay students don't have anything to do with it. And Sissy French Fry is a hero for all gay people. Fantastic. Really funny.
I'm Steve Oldfield with your inside look at Sundance.
Not only is our next guest a very funny lady, talented actress, and world champion arm wrestler, but this bitch is one tall mama. She's one of my best friends and a hell of a masseuse. Please welcome Dot Jones.
Dot! How are you, honey? Come give me a hug. That's a good hug.
She does also my masseuse.
That's a good hug.
Hi, gorgeous.
Hi, baby.
Come on in, babe. That's James P. Connolly.
James, very funny.
He's
a little bit like a camel.
Dottie, I need you. Dottie, I need you. I need to need you, and you need to need me.
A little rubbing and loving.
Oh, I like your lip color, baby.
Thank you.
What are you up to? Because you just finished a movie with John Bon Jovi.
JBJ, he's the bomb. I love him. It's actually it's changed titles like 3 times now.
What is it now?
It's National Lampoon's Pucked with a P.
Uh-oh.
And hockey content.
Yeah.
Strictly.
Well, I think we're going to look at a little clip of it, too.
Cool.
Are we ready to roll that clip? Should we look at it real quick, then we can talk about it? Roll the clip.
Everybody's getting active.
The Worldwide Women's Hockey League. You'd watch women play hockey, wouldn't you?
Are they topless?
You don't have any money, all right? You have one lousy credit card.
Here it is, partner. The new home in the WWWHL.
God, it's a shithole.
You guys want to keep it down over there? I'm trying to get some sleep.
Hey, this guy said I can't try out. There's tryouts for women only.
I am a woman.
I'm blacking out here, man.
We got the Coliseum opening night.
Coliseum? Holy shit! How'd you swing that?
They take credit cards. Hey, babe. You just coming in?
Yeah, I noticed. Very feminine, Frank. I need a man.
I know a great guy I'd love to take you out to dinner. Help you forget about your problems.
No way.
Hi, Carl.
We'll rent her a gorilla. And what am I, a goddamn escort service for women who are bigger, stronger, and tougher than I am?
Oh, aren't you the sweetest little thing?
But not as attractive.
And without any further ado, I give you the
That was fantastic. That is really...
Dottie shows her tushy in this movie.
Yes, I do.
She does?
Yeah, that was scary.
Would you mind, because you said you can do that on cue, that belch. I love people that can do that on cue. That's really... Will you do it for us from now?
Absolutely.
Okay. That is the sound of music.
Is that a real burp, or is that just a sound
fake.
effect? It's a
fake.
fake, yeah. That's why I love my lady.
That's right, baby. Arthur Hiller was the director of that. He was obviously from Oh my God, what was the movie he did?
all those movies. 10, no,
Love Story.
yeah, well, amongst other
yeah.
things.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I
what?
see your ass. Is that your ass?
That is my ass, and they paid me by the pound.
Yeah. You must be a wealthy woman. No
That's right, baby.
What is that?
That was a Sacred Heart tattoo that said "Mom." Praise Jesus.
Praise Jesus.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
So let me get this all straight. You are a masseuse.
Yeah.
You're an arm wrestler.
Yeah.
Right. You're a friend of Sandra Bernhard's.
Very
Yes,
good
very
friend.
good
And
friend.
that
Yeah.
obviously is a full-time job right there in and of
But a
itself.
lovely job.
Right. And an actress.
Yes.
And what else do you do? Where do you find time to have sex, for example?
You know, after hours, you know, when everything shuts down, some things open up.
You know what?
Oh my God! I'll just tell you this. That is one of my favorite lines I've heard on the show
Daddy's
since I've
got
been
him.
here.
Oh my God, would you arm wrestle?
Oh, wait a second.
Wait a
I'm
minute,
sorry,
you arm wrestle
Jesus.
with Jesus?
Jesus. Oh my God.
One fake
Come on.
Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jesus Christ. You won't find him on the Tony Danza show.
Now,
I assure you that. Welcome, Jesus. What have you come here to bless us with?
well, I came here because I heard somebody say that they were an arm wrestling champion, and I would just like to say that I have whooped Gabriel's butt many times, that I can arm wrestle anybody out into the ground. So what do you say we give it a shot?
Well, it's
Come on,
this show
Daddy.
money right here.
All right,
It's
step on
money.
up.
So are you willing to, it's Jesus.
Come on
This
over.
will definitely assure my ride to hell in the carpool
Yeah, it
lane.
sure will.
I don't want to intimidate you, but take a look at these heavenly
Look at
guns.
those. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Those are some guns that
Don't let it scare you.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of back up your
Yeah,
picture.
I would.
Jesus, you're a lot
Saints
shorter
are
than I
fine.
anticipated.
Well, I look bigger on the cross. It actually
Yeah.
adds a lot of height because it has a lengthening effect. Yeah, it gives us sort of, it's like a vertical line. Yeah.
I'd be like 12 feet tall.
You'd be a beautiful crucifix, you would. Okay. Okay, I'm psyching up.
Jesus down after that comment. Take Jesus to the mat.
Okay,
Here
here we go.
And can I just say, as a guest and as Jesus, who are you rooting for now here?
I'm rooting for God to make all the decisions.
Oh, that is you're so politically correct. Sometimes. So, and this was one of them.
And I would just
So
like to
there we
point out
go.
too that, like, right next to this right here. This is the way that Catholics arm wrestle, and this is the way Presbyterians arm wrestle. Right there. We're gonna go Catholic method here. Catholic. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Okay. Square up.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
go.
Come on. Come on, you evil little thing. Come on. Come on.
Jesus, my
Come on for the power.
Come on, Jay. Jay man.
Jesus.
Come on, Jay man. Jay man. You were put
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. All right. I gotta go. I'm
Jay
humiliated.
man, we still love you.
Thank you.
Still love you.
Peace out. Peace
Peace
out.
out, peace out. Everybody, give it up for Jesus. Give it up for the J-Man. Peace out, brother. Congratulations. That's amazing.
With you, God.
Never had it down. Never had it down.
Listen, we're gonna come back because obviously we have a commercial which we'll all be burning in hell during, and we'll be right back after this. So stay tuned, please.
my home, so I just have no chance. So I hate it.
Guys, welcome back to the Queer Edge. We've been having a fantastic time here tonight, and we'd love to hear from all you little kittens out there. So drop us an email by going to our website, www.qtelevision.com/queeredge. Sandy?
Our musical guests today are one of LA's most dynamic duos. Please
More
welcome,
than us?
Barely, but maybe. Please welcome the small but powerful Jessie Deluxe.
To
Once told me that a chick can never play the way a man plays. I love Chrissy, but with the PETA thing and a lot of some of the other shit, I don't always agree with it because you just turned it out. I mean, you're giving us bass line, guitar, and major drums. Tell me your name.
John.
John. Okay, you are a man.
Yes.
Okay, because in the PR stuff it said the drummer was a chick too, and I was like, listen, I'll go there. I got whatever, man. But you guys are turning the shit out. I will try to come see you sometime. I'm in New York. Did you ever come to New York?
Yeah, I'll be there next week.
Where do you play?
Well, we're not playing next week.
You're just hanging out?
We should go get a drink.
Hey, whatever, We'll just ride around on the A train. Okay. What's happening now? Are they playing some more?
Are they doing another song?
Playing us out.
Take us out.
Play us out, and we'll see you over there in a minute.
Take us out.
Take us out.
Welcome back to the Queer Edge. The plethora of information, some people say plethora, but I say plethora of information that we have gathered here this evening on the Queer Edge has been underwhelming to some degree, but yet on the other end of the spectrum, what Sandra and I are setting out to do, which is to create intergalactic peace, and we've now got Pluto, Uranus, and Mars, where there are no wars anymore happening on those three countries.
That's right.
And so just planets. And James, just to let you know, that's 3 less countries for you to go gig at because there is no war.
You don't have to leave our solar system.
Yeah, you don't have to leave our solar system.
To go entertain. That's always a plus.
But we are creating peace, but we're also wanting people to learn. We're creating an environment of knowledge, very much in the same way.
And tolerance.
And tolerance. Very much in the way that Laura Bush creates knowledge.
Her libraries.
Yes, with her libraries.
Of antiquated books.
Yes, her libraries that she visits perhaps once every 15 or 20
When she comes out of her stupor.
Yeah, when she comes out of her
When she comes out of the realization that she's married to George Bush, one of the most idiotic, uninformed, and uneducated.
And also when she's not driving around in her car, accidentally killing people.
Trying to run over her twins.
Yeah, trying to run over her We love the Bushes. We love the Bushes. But I digress. What have we learned today? What are we going to be blogging about? Because every person here is a blogger to the big time. And we're going to find out what they're going to be blogging about. What is the one thing they're taking away from this show? And let's start with you, who we've determined, one thing I've learned, is you are a he.
Not a she.
Not a she. What have you learned?
I really got nervous.
I learned a wonderful little love story between a man and his camel.
Yes. And those can be a beautiful story. A man and his camel, you hardly hear those stories. But I'm sure once Harvey Weinstein hears about it, that's a Harvey Weinstein film.
That is definitely.
Definitely
if there ever was one.
Yeah. So that's something to think about. What have you learned?
I learned that Jenna Bush is, she is an adopted, or she's an abortion.
She's a transmuted abortion.
Yeah, she's a transgendered abortion. How's that?
I learned she's an abortion.
Let's start that rumor today.
She was a man.
Yeah, let's start that rumor today, Queer Edgers.
Hermaphrodite.
Start blogging about this, that Jenna Bush is a transgendered abortion.
She probably watches this show. I bet those girls are so far left and
I bet they are
crazy.
too. Yeah.
And so into like sex toys and masturbation.
Yeah. Come on the show, girls. Come on, girls. Let's partay. What have you learned, man, with the camel?
Well, I learned next time I come on a show like this, I'm bringing a picture of me having sex with my own species. That's what I've learned.
Okay, that's fine.
That's my zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for us, it doesn't matter whether it's a male or female camel. Really.
No, I don't think it ever matters to anybody at that point. Yeah.
See, that's the way. That's how cool you are.
Thanks, man.
Okay. And what about you? What have you learned today?
I have learned that Jesus is much taller on a ladder.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And for someone so holy, I almost have a little burn blister right there.
No, wait, Dot. It's a stigmata.
So do I praise him?
You praise him and heal him. Heal him with your anointments and your oils, dear Lord Jesus. Oh, Dot, I know you can heal him. Praise Jesus, it's happening. He will resurrect.
How is it?
Amen.
Better?
It's gone.
Thank you.
He spoke in tongues.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, it was furry.
Yeah, moist.
I have found, what have I learned today? I have learned that these super talented kids are playing at the Scene in Glendale Saturday night, Friday, tonight.
Yes.
Better get the hell out of here.
You're running from here to your gig. I'm so sorry we wore you out.
Yes.
And I've also learned.
Will you guys come back on the show too? Because we really, I'm like Sandra. I'm a big Chrissy Hynde fan, and I think you got Chrissy Hynde's ass whipped
Well, no, Chrissy claims that no woman can play as well as men. Chrissy's oddly self-deprecating and oddly, like, sexist. It's a very weird thing. We'll get Chrissy over here sometime with a vegetarian shoe. With a Stella McCartney vegetarian heel that I've worn, and by the end of the night, it's just like, give me a cow, kill the animal.
Kill the cow and put it on my foot.
I'll tell you about my tour with Chrissy sometime, but not now.
Anyway, now where's you guys are playing?
Yeah, we're playing tonight, this Friday at the Scene in Glendale, and in March you can buy our CD.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, very good. And Camel Humper, where you playing?
Yeah, that's my new hook too. I'll be camel humping at the Ice House in Pasadena next Friday night. So bring something to strap on with.
Donnie, you'll be looking for her movie,
which is
Pucked.
Pucked. National Lampoon's Pucked.
Pucked. And who's going to miss that? And by the way, check us out at www.qtelevision.com. I get in so much trouble for these things because I can never get the www's freak me out.
Oh God!
Because I always think it's a Satan thing.
I smelled that marker all the way over here. That's how
okay.
clean.
Good night, everybody. Come back and see us because we got